Welcome to episode 4 of Basics and Beyond, the podcast. Today, we are going to discuss what a functional health coach is. We'll talk about their role, and we'll talk about what makes them different from other types of coaches and doctors. So, come on in. Welcome to the podcast. Let's talk a little bit about what I do for a living and why I do it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 4 of Basics and Beyond, the podcast. I am so excited to be here with you today. The sun is shining. Summer, I feel, is right around the corner. I always feel like it's hard to discern whether it's spring or summer because all of a sudden it'll be 80 degrees and it feels like summer, but they don't call it summer. I don't know. Anyway, so yes, summertime is around the corner. Lots of exciting things happen during the summertime. Lots of parties, lots of gatherings, beach going, road trips. Oh, so much fun in the summertime. One thing that's interesting is, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today about what I do. Because summertime is an exciting time to be a functional health coach for a lot of reasons. However, I find it kind of interesting that a lot of people don't really know what I do. And even extrapolating that out, what a functional health coach is and what a functional health coach does. And this came up for me, honestly, because we have a gathering every year in May with some former colleagues who are friends. And it is really, really fun. We all get together. We all were educators at the same time in the same space it's called Farmington Middle School West. It's not called that anymore. And our group is called West is Best. And it's been 20-ish years for some of us who worked there. And it was honestly the best group of educators. And I've been around education. I've been to a lot of places, been around a lot of educators. As an educator myself for a long time, worked with a lot of educators across the country. And honestly, these guys are the best. So if you're listening, West is best. Anyway, but so we had this gathering on Friday. And one of my former colleagues, friend, I didn't work with him a lot, but anyway, he came up and he was talking about what he's doing now and just, I think, made the assumption that I was still in education, which is fine because I actually do educate people still, just a different way. And I mentioned to him that I'm now no longer in education, haven't been for a long time. And he asked what I did. And I said, I'm a functional health coach. And he paused and looked at me and said, I don't know what that is, but okay. And I thought, oh, that's interesting. And then later on, so I went on and told him a little bit about what I do. And then later on, we were sitting around and some other people. So I'm moving states, and some other folks there who know what I do said, oh my goodness, how is that going to go for you? You're going to have to restart your business. And I thought, that is really interesting because, and then of course I answered, no, I really don't have to restart my business because most of what I do is online. Like everything I do is online, really. I have a couple of classes that I do in my home gym. But other than that, everything I do is online. And they went, oh, and I thought, I think we're missing a big aspect of healthcare right now. And I'm going to call it healthcare. It's called WellCare. It's called keeping yourself healthy, being proactive about your health and wellness, as opposed to being reactive with your health and wellness, which is usually what happens when you go to a doctor, is you're being reactive. And they react and they give you Band-Aids. So let's talk about what a functional health coach actually is and what I actually do as a functional health coach. So there are a lot of terms bandied about via social media, on the internet, wherever, of people talking about different ways, different coaches, different coaching systems, different ways to work with people, those kinds of things. So as as a functional health coach, what a functional health coach does, honestly, is we focus on holistic health, really. And what does that mean? That means we address root causes of health issues rather than just symptoms. And in order to address root causes, we have to look at a variety of things that are going on holistically with you as our client. Okay. So that means we use your nutrition. We look at your nutrition. We look at your lifestyle habits. We look at your life, period, not just your habits, but we also look at how your life works. We look at your energy levels. We do a lot of biofeedback. We want to know what your sleep is like. We want to know what your movement consists of during the day. What work do you do? What exercise to do? Exercise and movement can be and are two different things. So it really is looking at the entirety of who you are, including your history with nutrition, your history with illnesses and diseases. Your present is very important. So when I start working with a client, I always want to know what's happening in the present and what you're doing, like current job, current family, stuff that's going on. Do you have children? Do you not? Do you do sports with your children all the time? Do you not? What does that look like for you? And what does your nutrition look like right now? Right? So what does your exercise look like right now? But then we also want the past. We want to know where your history is, what's been going on in your history. So when you're working with a functional health coach, that functional health coach should be asking you all of those questions, as I do. Of course, most functional health coaches, like I do, we have an intake form that we use. We might have an app that we use to input some information. Definitely when I am talking to a potential client, I actually talk to the potential client. It's not just sign up online and I never speak to you. I like to do Zoom calls. I like to do face-to-face. So that kind of when you're looking at a functional health coach and you're looking for someone who will holistically look at what's going on with you, present, looking at your history, looking at all aspects of you as a person, including mental health, including stress, including movement, including nutrition, all those things. And looking at root causes of the symptoms that you're experiencing. Okay. So we use all of that to create personalized strategies, maybe protocols, a personalized plan for you to support you and your overall well-being, your overall health, right? It's not just one thing. It's not just macros. It's not just personal training. It encompasses everything. And we're not just going to slap a supplement on it and call it good. A functional health coach also, in terms of when we're looking at that holistic piece for you, putting your plan together for you, kind of that initial plan, right? Because things change. We want to look at all those things so we can get to that root cause. And sometimes with that root cause, we're going to make modifications to your diet. Because we all have a diet. I mean, our diet is just the term diet, right? The definition of diet really is just what you eat. Okay. A lot of people, whenever they use the term diet, it is, they use it for talking about a caloric deficit. Okay. But the actual term diet means what you consume, right? So we're going to look at what you consume. We're going to look at how much and what it is, the quality, the quantity, timing. We're going to look at all those things so that we can address you one-on-one. We also, as a functional health coach, want to look at good lab markers. So we're going to ask you to get a good set of labs. And sometimes you can't get those through Western medicine. Sometimes they won't do it because of insurance purposes. And that's what's one of the benefits of working with a functional health coach is we don't have to deal with insurance. So I can get you a really extensive set of blood labs on the cheap because I go through a different system online to order them for you. So I can get more information. If you have some gut health issues, that are some symptoms that are popping up, we can get a GI map. We can do a Dutch test to look at hormones and methylation and all of that kind of thing. So holistic functional health coaches look at the big picture, grab all the details and the information, and put a comprehensive plan together for you in a way that addresses what you need as an individual holistically to get to the root cause of the symptoms that you're having, which means we can stop the disease process before it starts. We can be proactive when we see things pop up, and we can deal with them in ways that a lot of Western medicine doesn't, because we address things like sleep and stress and nutrition and movement and all of that. Whereas Western medicine doesn't have the ability to do that. They don't have the time to do that. And insurance doesn't allow them to do those things. So we integrate kind of the conventional, like we look at labs, we look at testing, right, as a functional health coach. But we also look at alternative approaches to tailor the plan for you so that you can achieve your health goals. Maybe it's a physique goal, but health always underlies that physique goal, right? Right. So we're going to work from the inside out. That's what we do, is we work from the inside out. And we don't overwhelm you with everything at one time, right? We're going to look for root cause issues, and we're going to find you success and move you forward in that process a little bit more slowly. So, working with a functional health coach does take time, and it takes patience, because what we're doing is we're getting to the root cause. We can't address everything at one time unless you don't have a lot going on, right? Depending on the person, of course. And we're going to help you. We're going to guide you. We're going to walk beside you to create small habit changes over time to your lifestyle, to your nutrition, to your movement, to your stress levels, to your thought processes, to your mindset, all of those things, so that you have changed as a person internally, not just physically, but you've changed who you are on the inside and on the outside. So as you move around on the planet, you move differently, you think differently. You think differently about what you're eating and how you feel your body. You're going to think differently about listening to what your body is telling you. We're going to teach you to listen to your body. We're going to teach you what your body is telling you and how you can work with that, so that when you're not working with your functional health coach anymore consistently, you know what your body's telling you and how you need to respond to what's happening in your body, so that you don't have to rely on us for the rest of your life. And you know what? I have some clients, as I'd love for you to rely on me for the rest of your life, right? Like I become, when I work with my clients, it is truly transformative for me, because my clients become my friends. I care about my clients from the second I start talking to them on the phone, on Zoom. I immediately care about them as people, because the reason that I do this job is because I don't want other women, other people on the planet to go through what I went through. I went through a lot of issues I didn't have to go through. If I would have had someone like me to walk beside me and teach me and guide me and help me to pay attention to what I should have been paying attention to, and to do the things that my body and my mind needed me to do, I would never have been an anorexic or a bulimic. I would never have overtrained. I would never have been on the birth control for 31 years when my doctors said that was fine. I wouldn't have done those things, because I would have had someone who could really listen to me, who could take that holistic approach, who could help me understand why I was doing what I was doing, and show me that what I was doing wasn't going to get me where I wanted to go. It wasn't going to help me get to my goals. I do this work I am a functional health coach, and I'm a really good functional health coach because I am passionate about people not having to go through what I did. I am angry and I am frustrated and I am pissed off that our society doesn't do a better job for people, that our medical care teams don't do a better job for us. And that's what propels me forward. That's what makes me buy in. That's what makes me want to get on that Zoom call with every single person and say, I can help you. I will walk beside you. I will teach you what your body's telling you. We will make this your life. We will change your life from the inside out. And you will walk along your path and find your journey and have a wonderful life every single day. And no, it's not going to be all sunshine and roses. Of course not. But you're going to know about yourself better because as a functional health coach, I get to know you one-on-one. And I'll tell you what, I've talked to so many functional health coaches. I have a ton of colleagues that I work with. I have a couple awesome mentors that I work with. Austin Stout, calling you out, that do the same thing. And we are bought in 100%. And we are going to teach you what you need to know to be able to go out and have a great life and feel better every single day. Every day. I'm here to empower my clients to learn about themselves and not be distracted by all the garbage on social media, all the garbage everywhere. I am here to be proactive with you so that 10, 20 years down the road, you're not like tumbling into that metabolic void where you can't lose weight, your thyroid's messed up, you're pre-diabetic, your cholesterol is super high, your liver's not functioning well, you got aches and pains every day, and you wake up and just like everyone else, you go, oh, it's just age. It's not just age. Let's make different choices now. And as a functional health coach, that's what we do. That's what I do every day. I work with my clients to make choices every day that help them feel better. And we do it in a way that makes it easier because we make small changes over time. And all of a sudden, one day you wake up and you're like, oh, this is easy. Oh, I food prep because it's easy and my life is so much easier when I do that. Or I wake up and I go for a walk every day, 20 minutes, and it's easy and I love it. And I never used to get outside in the sunshine and I feel so much better, right? So that is what we do as functional health coaches. That is what I do every day. I'm passionate about it. I'm good at it. I love it. And my clients become my friends because I love them, because I care about them, because I truly want to walk beside them on their journey to feeling better. And that's what I want to do. I want everybody to feel good, dang it. Because I didn't know how bad I felt until I started to feel good. And man, I'll tell you what, changed my life. So that's what a functional health coach does. Before we go though, I want to remind you, a good functional health coach, because you know what, it doesn't matter what job you do, it doesn't matter what career you're in, guaranteed. There are people who are really good at what they do in whatever field it is, and there are people who are not. So a good functional health coach is going to get you on the phone or get you on a Zoom and talk to you before they ever sign you up. Ever. They're going to find out what your goals are. They're going to find out what's going on with you. They're going to have a great conversation. They're going to tell you this is kind of where we would go because things change, right? Because we have to use biofeedback to change your plan or program or change your journey as we go, as we walk beside you. They're going to ask you to do an intake form. They're going to want to know, honest to goodness, if you come across a coach who doesn't want to know what you're eating, walk away. That coach, a good functional health coach, is going to want to know what your nutrition looks like, what your training looks like, what your sleep looks like, what your stress levels are, which means they're going to want to know about your life. What is your life like? What do you do for a living? What do you do for fun? What is your day? Like, what's a day in the life? That's really important. All of those things, all of those factors are really important. So if you get on a call with a coach and they're not talking to you about those things and they don't have an intake form and they're not going to ask you for a food log, all of those things, you're going to want to question that. And maybe, just maybe, you're going to want to walk away. You're going to want to call someone like me, because those are the things that good functional health coaches do. We make sure that we have all the information so that we can get to the root cause of what's going on with you, attack those symptoms, change your behaviors, make you feel better, and be proactive about your health so that 5, 10, 20 years from now, you don't have to be reactive about your health. We can stop that disease process. That is episode 4, ladies and gentlemen. If you have questions about functional health coaching or anything in that realm, please drop it in the comments. Let me know. If there's something you want me to talk about, I will absolutely do that. You just need to let me know what topic you want to hear about. I do this for you. I coach for you. I do a podcast for you. It's not for me. So if you want to hear about something, if you want to know about something, let me know. You can find me everywhere on socials. And I hope you have an amazing day today. And we will be seeing you for episode 5.